Ever wondered who's the neighbor everybody knows? Boston sports diehard, Jiu-Jitsu dad, and the leader helping families plan what matters? Meet Brad Mitchell. You're going to love this one. Hey now, friends. Welcome to the Digital Mayors Podcast. I am Dan Nathanson.
Hello, and I am Michael. Whether it's a hidden gem restaurant, a rock star fundraiser, or a local legend, you'll find it here.
Yeah, you will. And if this is your first time here, welcome and thank you so much for being here. We are two brothers with 4 businesses, 1 mission, and 0 interest in politics. Just people, purpose, and the good stuff that's happening right here in South Florida.
That's right. And if you're, for those of you at home, that was 2, 4, 1, 0. The numbers
0.
as he went through, just
Thank
so you know. We're glad you're here. We've got a great one today.
Yeah, we do. And also, we want to hear from you. If you have a guest suggestion, maybe a local hero or a must-visit spot, drop us a note at lovewhereyouLiveFL.com. And today's guest is more than a leader. He's our neighbor. During the COVID lockdown, every Friday night, we brought chairs into the cul-de-sac, shared drinks, snacks, and laughed our way through it. Socially distanced, of course. Of course. And Brad and his wife, Lara, and the rest of the neighborhood just helped make a weird season feel like a community, right?
Absolutely. I miss those times for sure. So we love conversations with people who make South Florida more awesome. And Brad, you're one of those dudes, for sure.
Thank you.
So today's guest is Brad Mitchell, District Director at Northwestern Mutual. He coaches advisors, serves families and business owners, and somehow still finds time for jiu-jitsu, softball, being a dad, life, and of course, Boston sports.
Amen.
Gotta love that. Brad, welcome to the Digital Mayors Podcast. Thanks for being here, man.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah.
Thrilled to be here.
We're excited. We're excited.
My
So
first podcast.
first,
No kidding, huh?
Podcast virgin.
all right.
You're gonna
Not for
get
long,
this.
pal. Not for long. So let me start work-wise.
Okay.
Your world, financial planner, financial advisor, wealth manager. What are a couple differences? And by the way, how did you get started in that line of work? You know, and what made you say that, yeah, this is my lane?
Yeah, good question. I'm still not sure it's my lane.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. Eventually. Time will tell. I've been there for 34 years,
Wow.
and I actually
Jesus.
was interviewing with Northwestern. I went to Syracuse, and upon graduation, just prior to graduation, I was interviewing. Northwestern came to Syracuse, came to campus, started interviewing people. And
Oh, wow.
A few of my fraternity brothers were also interviewing with Northwestern. And we were interviewing with the Manhattan agency. And my sister lived in Manhattan at the time. I knew I kind of wanted to get into sales. I knew financial sales. And I figured I'd go right to Manhattan. And one of my fraternity brothers he's from Long Island. So his grandparents were snowbirds in South Florida. And knew he always wanted to move down to South Florida. So he said, let's look up Northwestern down in Boca.
Oh, wow.
And I thought, well, that's great. After
Smart
growing up in
friend.
Connecticut and 4 Syracuse winters, I said, that sounds like a good
Yeah.
plan.
Yeah.
So sure enough, 2 months after graduation, we moved down, and I've been with Northwestern since.
That's cool. And by the way,
4 years. Wow.
that's brave, right? Like being a kid like that and going, you know what? Forget this weather.
Yeah,
Like I was dumb. I was 30 when I moved here.
yeah, right. Took you a little while.
Yeah, I was
He's
not
slow.
bright.
And
We
I'm
always say
normally,
that,
slow on the uptick.
Yeah.
You know, but I made that.
You were
move-
quick on that.
I made
That's
that
smart.
move quickly. Yeah, which is
Smart.
nice. Absolutely.
So what's something most people don't realize about how you and your team serve families and business owners?
Oh, that's a great question. So Northwestern is very unique in a number of different ways, but they specialize in only 4 products. However, they allow us to sell every other company. So I'm not just limited to Northwestern. I can
cool.
sell just about any company out there. Now, when I started, Northwestern was really primarily an insurance company, right? We've since morphed into an overall financial planning company, but I'm kind of the insurance guy. I'm the defensive strategist, if you will.
Right.
And when my clients or prospects or whomever want to do some money management, that type of thing, retirement planning, I'll call in the specialist and they'll help me. But Northwestern is a very unique company in a number of ways, but that's just one of them.
That's really cool.
That's really cool, right? I love that. And so out of curiosity, with that defensive strategist, hat on, when you sit with a new family or a new potential client, what's the first question or what is it you're thinking about to get past the numbers and to what it is they really want?
Man, you guys have got these questions. These are great questions.
We try.
So this is what I love about my job. I look at it as though I get paid to bullshit with people, right? I want to get to know who I'm sitting with. And you know, we're not here in my 34 years at Northwestern. I've never been told I need to push a product, right? It's
That's
about
awesome.
getting to know the person that's in front of me.
Yeah.
And if they're willing to talk and open up, then that's how I get to know them. And obviously, I've got a bunch of questions just in doing it for years
Right, of course.
that I want to ask them, get to know them, and figure out where they are, where they want to get to, and maybe how I can help fill in some gaps in the interim.
That's cool. So really, it's that whole building rapport thing in the beginning.
Absolutely, it's relationship,
Yeah.
right? It's just-
100%.
it's
Right? No,
relationship,
like,
just
and trust.
Exactly. It's just like your sales. It's
Yeah.
like any sales out there. It's relationship.
Yeah.
I love that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What is your favorite way to enjoy a day off here in South Florida?
Ooh, I've got a number of
Do you remember what that is?
Yeah.
A day off?
Yeah, not really a little bit, but I love to golf.
Yeah.
I'm a golfer. I love to exercise. So typically
Really?
it's going to involve either golf or exercise, one of those two. But it's also spending time with my wife. Right?
Yeah.
She always has a list of things to do.
Really?
So yeah, absolutely. I'm sure you're familiar with that.
No.
So
And
My
we're
wife
and-
knows better. My wife just does it.
right.
I was saying, and we're familiar with your wife, right? Laura's
yeah,
awesome.
familiar with Laura, right,
I imagine she probably has a list for you,
Yep.
as you should.
Yep, absolutely. So it's usually one of those three things, and if I could do all three of them in one day, that's a beautiful day.
That's nice.
Right?
I love that. So, how long have you been here now in Florida?
At 34 years.
34 years.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
having been around, do you have a hidden gem that you're like, oh, this is my spot. I love it. Listen, a park, a restaurant, a theater, like some place that you're like, oh, wow, more people should know about this. How do not more people not know?
So I love near our house.
Yep.
I'm a huge fan of Sushi Yama.
Oh, yeah. I like
Have you
sushi.
guys
Yama.
eat there?
Yeah.
That's my staple at least once a week.
Really?
I enjoy going there, but we also order out a lot of times. Right? And when we did the party for 4 kids, they were the ones that provided the
Oh, really?
sushi boat.
It was
that we
so
had.
good, too.
It was good, wasn't it? It was fabulous.
So good.
So they're gracious. They're wonderful people. And it's kind of a little family restaurant, right? And
Yeah.
I just, to me, that's a great spot.
What's your go-to roll?
Ooh, the tuna tower.
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
With the chip on it. It's got the
Oh, yeah.
chip and then more tuna on top of the chip. Ooh, I love it.
Yes, please.
I love a good spicy tuna.
Ooh, me
Matter
too.
of fact, I haven't had a spicy tuna roll in a while.
Sushi Yama it is. Listen, let's go on the way. We live, my brother and I live 7 houses away from each other. And just so you understand the logistics, our neighborhood is a circle with a little dongle in the middle in a cul-de-sac.
What did you just call him?
Dongle.
Dongle.
Brad lives in the cul-de-sac.
I
So
live in the dongle.
Call him the dongle.
So if I walk across the street, if I walk out my front door between the 2 houses in front of me, I'm in Brad's backyard.
Yep.
And if my brother walks out his back door and kind of goes a little bit diagonal, he's in Brad's front yard.
Right.
Right. So
Right.
we're all right there. So
Right.
on the way home, I won't tell Lydia or Laura.
I'll share my spicy tuna with my wife.
He's good.
He is
on.
good.
It's
She
still
loves it
young
too.
love.
Well,
Yeah,
exactly right.
20 years.
20 years. It's still,
Next month
still
is
young.
20 years.
Still young love.
still young love. But we could
Don't
hit,
feel young. Tell my body that.
Right.
but we could hit a sushi tower on the way home.
I could hit a sushi tower.
Right?
on the way home.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Okay. All
I might
right.
have to go to the gym first, though.
Yeah.
But sushi, it's good.
Sauna.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I love the sauna. By the way, I'm thinking about getting one at the house.
You know
Sauna.
what? We are too. We have to redo our master bath.
Here's what we do. I got an idea. You get one,
Okay.
put it outdoors,
Oh, yeah.
and give me the key.
And yeah, just let us
No
use it.
problem with that. Right. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
I'll knock first.
Home,
I
listen,
promise.
Right.
home dudes will put it in for you.
That's beautiful.
Right?
Right. Yeah.
Friends and family.
I
right?
like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's a recent challenge that you faced, whether professionally or personally, and how did it turn out?
That's a great question. There's still a big question mark of how it's going to turn out. So both of you know
Marriage?
my wife. Yes, certainly.
34
right.
years.
always.
On her end, you're
always a
sad.
Love you, Lara.
Right, I'm sad. It's always you can't trust it. It's day by day.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we even told you guys, but Laura has just been recently re-diagnosed with cancer.
Really?
Jesus,
It's
I'm
back
so
again.
sorry.
So sorry.
Thank you. But she's amazing. She's an unbelievably
What a
strong
fighter.
Strong, right? She's a crazy fighter. She got on a new drug. So we were told about a month ago. She got on a new drug about 2 weeks ago. Was on the drug for about a week. This is another Alex Lemonade Stand drug up in Philly. Her doctor's in Philly at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. And she was taking the drug for about a week. Her liver function started to go wacky, which is apparently fairly normal. So she's now off the drug, but the drug was causing her like skin pain and bone pain and just all sorts of side effects, right? Other than in addition to the liver functions. So she's now off the drug. The doctor said stop taking the drug, in hopes that her liver functions are going to come back down. And when they do, apparently they've had some experience where she starts taking the drug again, the liver functions will go up, but nowhere near as crazy as
good.
they were. And we hope that her body will continue to adapt
Yeah.
to the side effects.
Bro, if you need anything,
Yeah.
for real,
Thank
we're
you.
literally
Thank
next
you.
door,
Yeah,
man.
across the street.
I
Dinner,
appreciate
a
it.
hug,
You know, that's
something.
That's the hardest thing is I can't even do anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, thank God she's as strong and has such a good
Yeah.
mental outlook and is just positive. And, you know, she's in major pain and on a daily basis and gets up and goes to work and,
Yeah.
you know, does her thing. So
Amazing,
there's
right?
nothing stopping her.
So, you know, not that it's anything incredible, but what we'll do is we'll send you, we have a list of healing and recovery affirmations
Awesome.
that have proven to work. And I got to tell you that even because I send them to people, you know, my brother and I, we send them to people when people say, hey, we're going through something. Okay, we send them. And even when I just sit and read them by myself, I feel peace inside.
Good.
And so just
Yeah.
listen, disease is dis-ease.
Right.
So if you can bring a little bit of peace, hopefully that gets things cooking in the right direction. So we will get that sent to you. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
All right. So, listen, prayers for the best.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you need anything,
Anything.
for
Thank
real.
you, boys.
Anything.
So we're going to move into a segment. This is only the second time we're doing this one. And based on what it's called, I'm not sure if you can figure out what it is.
Okay.
But the segment is called First Job, Best Lesson. I know you have no idea what I'm going to ask you next.
Yeah.
But I'm going to throw this out there.
Okay.
What was your first job? And what was the best lesson you got from that job?
You know what? So my first job was a paper boy.
Okay.
Really?
Same.
His too.
Same.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So I rode my bike.
Yep.
You too?
Same.
Nice. And I'd strap, I had a little thing on the back, right? Strap
Yep.
all the papers to the back.
Yep.
And the biggest challenge was I lived next to a giant hill.
Oh.
So I was
geez.
delivering
So
a paper.
just start.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
But-
can you explain what that is for the people in Florida?
Yeah,
They
right.
don't-
right. It had quite a bit of elevation to it, right? I need to get closer, huh? And so that was the hardest part. It was getting my butt up in the
Yeah.
afternoon or after school and going to do my paper route.
Yeah.
But it was fun. I think it taught me perseverance because I was doing it in the weather, right?
Yeah.
As a kid.
God, I miss that. I
It
do
taught
not
you
miss
hard work. I think it taught you everything.
Yep. Same. I think I was 12 years old and I started by bicycle delivering the Patriot Ledger, which was a local regional paper.
Yep.
And then I started with the Boston Globe also.
Nice.
And I had to do that before
Were you
school.
I was going to say, were you doing that in the morning?
In the
with
morning.
Globe, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
In the morning. And in the winter, like I still once in a while will have a nightmare about all the papers falling off the rack in the bike.
Right.
You know,
Did it happen?
oh my God, a million times.
What a terrible
Even when you,
Right.
even when it's all strapped in, and you know, if you know our dad, there were 47 bungee cords. Thank you,
right,
Dad, right?
right,
Making
right.
sure, but
Yeah.
still sometimes
Yeah.
it would be top heavy. The bike would flip and all everywhere.
Yeah.
I was smarter. I worked in a baseball card
Yeah,
store.
he was.
Oh, that's a good
It was
call.
nice. We had
Yeah.
heat. We had air conditioning,
right,
a bathroom.
That's a good job.
And baseball cards.
Yeah.
Right. We didn't have the town I grew up in. Do you remember the size of Sharon? What was the size of Sharon?
Tiny.
We just talked about
We were
it the other
talking
day.
about
It was,
the other
it was
day.
like between 15 and 20,000 people.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, we were 12. I think we were around 12. I think there were 100 kids in my graduating class.
Okay.
Wow. I
Right.
think
Yeah.
we had about 250.
Yeah, I was about
Okay.
200.
So yeah, a little bit bigger,
Yeah.
but not much. Which is a great place to grow up.
Yeah.
right? I
You
mean,
knew everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Great,
Which is
great-
good or bad.
Yeah, it can be bad, right? When you're in high school and you're trying to tear things up a little bit, right? Not necessarily a good thing. Yeah. And I remember in this was in the 70s, right? So the gas crisis was going
yeah.
on, right?
Yep.
And my dad drove a moped. He probably had 3 miles to work. Wasn't a long time.
Yeah.
But he drove a moped. He had a suit on. He worked at a bank.
Right. Wow.
So he had a suit on. He'd put his raincoat on,
Yeah.
his rubbers or his
Galoshes. Yeah.
Galoshes, yeah.
Jump on his moped,
Yep.
and screaming down to work.
Wow.
Wind's howling,
Yeah.
snow's blowing.
Listen to things you got to do.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And I'm sure you were thankful.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Just as our kids are.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Right.
I'm
am I
sure.
doing? Right.
Okay, and so speaking of thankful, I'm just going to take a second and shout out the teams that power our work when we're not here on the mics. So the Nathanson Brothers Real Estate and Mortgage Team buy, sell, finance, refinance with the teams who obsess over details and outcomes. And if you mention the Digital Mayors podcast, we will give you a credit up to $750 off your appraisal when working with our mortgage team. Also, Paver Dudes Florida, driveways, patios, pool decks. We take pride in every paver we lay. And then we were just recently, right? We were just talking about Home Dudes Florida, going to put in that sauna for you. We do things the right way, and when things go wrong, we do the right thing. Period. If you need ceiling fans, outlets, walls, drywall fixes, doors, making sure they don't stick, paint, caulking, I mean, TVs mounted, anything that you need. Just go to lovewhereyouLiveFL.com. Click on Home Dudes there, and your list will be honey done.
That's true. That was very well said. Wow. Okay.
Was it?
I'm going to take a sip of water.
Solid.
I'm going to call that company. They sound great.
Love Where You Live
Right,
FL.
I might call that company. We need ceiling fans.
We do it.
right.
I'm actually, they're going to be putting one into my house.
I think
soon.
nice.
Don't tell my wife, though. I'm going to surprise her.
doesn't know.
Oh yeah? It's a birthday.
Oh, yeah. That's what every woman wants is a ceiling fan.
That's the secret
and
to
a vacuum.
34 years.
Nice of you.
A vacuum and a dishwasher as well. Yeah.
It's the secret of
I'm really gonna
34
win.
years of love.
Laura got me a pot one year for Christmas.
Shut up.
like a frying pan.
Oh, yeah?
I don't cook.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently she wanted it.
Yeah. That's very funny.
Did she cook for you at least?
Yeah.
She does. She does.
But did she use the
She's a
pot?
wonderful cook. I assume so. I don't even know. I probably clean it all.
Gonna
the time.
ask
I
her?
don't even know.
So she's the cooker, you're the cleaner?
Exactly.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
All right. So let's get back to Be Rad.
All right.
All right. What's a project or goal you're excited about right now, whether professionally, personally?
Community, whatever, yeah.
Finishing my house, making
never
the
finished,
upgrades.
right?
Right, it's never finished. I'm sure
Once you're done,
right, you
something
start
else
over
goes.
again.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. And building my team actually at Northwestern.
Yeah.
I've got I think I have 10 new reps now who are doing fine, but I look forward to building that. I've got, listen, I'm no spring chicken. Getting older. I got probably 10, 12 years left.
Yeah.
So I want to really build the team over the next
Awesome.
10, 12 years, enjoy the ride with them, and,
Yes.
and have it be a win-win for everybody.
That's cool. So what kind of people are you looking for?
I am looking for people that want to hustle and are just not happy in their current position, right?
Financial advisor, insurance, mixture.
Absolutely. Financial
Sales.
advisor, insurance, sales, right, any of that. People that enjoy being out in the community, right? The one thing I love about my job is, like I said earlier, I get paid to bullshit with people, right? So I'm in and out of the office all day long. I don't have to
Yeah.
sit at a desk like you guys,
Yeah.
right?
That's not true. I was at the office for almost 15 minutes today.
That's
Yeah.
not bad.
Right?
It's not bad. It's a long time. Right.
God.
So anybody that's looking for potentially either a career change or get started in something that's running their own business with a platform to run on, we obviously give them the platform to run on, right? We show them how to do it and help them do it in the beginning.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great, man. Okay.
That's really cool.
Thank you.
And so, in your work, how would you say, how does your work impact the, beyond accounts, especially insurance? I imagine that over the years you've had a story or two where, hey, listen, you've helped somebody get insurance and then unfortunately they needed it, right? Have you had stories like that reinforce like, oh shit, I'm doing the right thing?
You asked me about my biggest challenge recently, right?
Yeah.
Laura was my first disability claim
Really?
for disability insurance when she was diagnosed with cancer originally in 1997.
Oh, wow.
We got married in 96. She bought a house in 95. We got engaged in 95 because she was now worth a little something. So probably a good time, right? And we got married at the end of 96, and she was diagnosed originally in August of 97. And so we collected for 6 months to a year on her disability insurance policy. And I wasn't focused on working, right? I was focused on taking care of her.
Of course.
So our income took a hit, and that policy came in and helped us a ton.
Wow. Right. So you firsthand experience, like,
Oh, absolutely. As a sales rep, as
Yeah.
well as a recipient, right?
Yeah.
As well as a claimee. And I've got a number of stories. Unfortunately, I see a lot of used to be younger clients, right? As we're getting older, they're now getting a little bit older, but I've got a number of clients that are late 50s, early 60s that are collecting on long-term care insurance
Really?
and disability coverage because of Alzheimer's, early onset dementia,
wow.
things like that. I've got 3 or 4 cases or what's the word I'm looking for?
clients?
Claims.
Claims, there you
3
go.
or 4 claims going on right now for that exact scenario, early onset dementia.
Right.
So yeah, things like that. I don't mean to get morbid, but
No, but
things like that.
Unfortunately, as far as I know, there's not a way out. So
Right,
you got to
exactly.
deal with it at some
Right,
point.
right. And to me, that I'm not here just to sell a policy, right? I'm
Yeah.
here to help walk you through that.
Yes.
When you're buying a policy, it just seems fairly simple. When you're receiving a claim, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not as simple, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, of course. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is deep stuff, man.
Yeah.
is.
And listen, and it's one of those things, unfortunately, you need it.
Yeah.
Right? It's one of those things, nobody likes insurance.
Exactly. Right.
Until you need it.
I don't like to pay my premium.
Yes.
I promise you that.
Yeah.
but We have to.
Yeah. But having been the recipient,
Right.
having had to make a claim, you're like, thank God I did.
Absolutely.
Right? Because then you get to spend that time taking care of your wife.
Absolutely. Right.
So she could buy
And
you
just
a
know
pot
that
for your
you're-
birthday.
Right. She could buy me a pan. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
All good. All good. So you and Lara are adoption champions.
Yeah, you are.
We
Right?
are. Well, I don't know if we're champions, but we're.
Listen, your kids are awesome.
Thank you.
You are champions.
Thank you.
So you hosted a casino night at your place for
did.
4 Four kids.
kids.
Not
Four.
four. I'm not
kids.
stuttering. The number 4 kids. What drives that, and how can listeners plug into that?
It's. I've been a member of, or a volunteer, I should say, for 4 kids for a number of years, and I get involved because of golf. And we used to play this, and we don't do it anymore. But there used to be a 100-hole challenge, or whatever it's called, right? You play as many holes during a day, and you'd have people sponsor you, whether it was just give you $20 for the however many holes you played, or sponsored you per hole, or whatever the case may be. That's how I get started with 4 kids, and being that our children are adopted, I figured this is a great cause.
Yeah.
So I brought Lara into the fold because we started doing a grace race for 4 kids at Grace Community Church, where Lara works and where we attend and where we got married years ago. And
My kid goes there now, by the way. My older son.
oh, does he really?
He goes there every Sunday.
Really? Yeah. I've seen him there.
Yeah.
Exactly right. That,
He loves
it was
it.
wonderful to see him there.
He
Good.
loves it. He goes
Good.
with his friend.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and
Good.
sees Fernando over there.
Yeah. Awesome.
Tom's up there playing guitar. Oh, his basketball partner.
Yeah,
Tom,
Ben's
the
oh,
guitar
teammate.
player, Tom Worthington.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. That's funny. What a small world, right? What a small world Poke is. But it was great to see your son there.
Yeah.
It was a number.
Right.
It might have been a month
You're
ago.
like, hey,
by now,
Mikey.
but yeah,
He
right. What are
likes
you
it.
doing here? Right. I don't even remember where I was going.
Talking about 4 kids.
4 kids, right. So I got Lara involved because, and she had a little affinity, one obviously with the children being adopted, and then with Grace Race that she was putting on it, and she and her cohorts at Grace Community. So when I got her involved, she was the one that said, let's do this casino night. And she got the idea, I think, through Brianna at the Y.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, so she and Brianna and one other person, I think, went and had breakfast one day. So Lara got the name and contact. I think that's how we got the guy that we used for the tables.
Oh,
was,
awesome.
Was
Yeah.
through the Y.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember. She talked to 2 different people. I can't remember which one she.
Yeah, but he does all the casino night.
Right.
He's a member of the chamber now, too.
Yep.
Yeah, he is, right, exactly.
Nice
Yeah.
guy, really nice guy.
Yeah, he is. So that must have been, right, that must have been him that we used, that she got from Brianna, and we put it on. And
That's great.
Lara's wonderful, right? She's just tremendously unselfish.
Yeah.
She wants to do everything she can for everybody. I'm a little bit more selfish. She likes to call me an ass on a regular basis, right? But she wanted to do this, and so we put it on, and it was a wild success, and I assume we'll probably do it again the upcoming year.
Well, just so you know, if it's casino, I'm there.
All right, good.
Like that.
Listen,
That's
right.
how you get me
Right,
casino.
beautiful.
I'm in.
But that aside, it was a great night.
It was.
Right?
Thank you.
Great
Good.
people.
Good.
The
Yeah.
energy was amazing.
Right.
Such great people
It
to
was a
chat
fun
with.
group of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we learned we can have more people.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
There were some empty spots at
Right.
a number of the tables,
Yeah.
and so I think we learned that we can. I know Lara was really nervous that
Yeah.
we're having 50 people in the house, and so we're hoping to grow it to 60, 70 people. Maybe.
That's it. Keep adding on to the house. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Right. That might be what she's saying. I don't think that's what I'm
Put
saying.
a table in the sauna.
Right. Right. Exactly. Right.
There you go.
Oh, that's where the poker game.
Little 2-man blackjack.
Right? Yeah, right.
Beautiful.
Hot blackjack.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like hot yoga.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you
exactly.
lose money.
Yeah. At least you lose weight in the minute.
There you go.
Right in the meantime.
That works there.
Right. Right.
So, for someone starting out in your industry or choosing an advisor, what is one piece of practical advice you wish that everyone knew?
Transparency, right? I think you want to be comfortable, and I think the advisor has to be transparent. I think there are a lot of reps now that just aren't transparent. There's a lot of products on the market that
Yeah.
aren't necessarily good products.
Right.
And if you don't understand what the rep is trying to convey, I think a lot of times the reps don't even understand how the product works exactly. They can be confusing products. Then that might not be the right product or the right rep. Type thing.
Yeah, it's funny. I have a funny story. I was at a networking event just a couple of years ago, and I remember it was at Rocco's Tacos in Boca, and there was this financial advisor guy there. And I went in. I never met the guy before. He walks up, "Hey, how you doing?" Great. Literally like 30 seconds of intro. And then he's like, "Do you have life insurance?"
Wow.
And I said, "Yeah, I have term. My wife and I each have term. We each have a whole life, and then we have this combined whole life kind of thing." And he goes, "You got the wrong products. Let me tell you what you need." And I went, "Dude, I don't even know your name.
Right.
I think I'm
How do you
going
know I have
to-
the wrong product? Right. Right.
Are you kidding me, bro?" I'm like,
Yeah,
"Please."
so that's
and I
real.
just literally walked away. I'm
Nice,
like,
yeah.
"I'm good, dude. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
don't talk to me anymore.
Right,
I'm good." But
Yeah.
right, we talked about before. Build some sort of
Yeah,
rapport,
rapport.
before you tell me that my stuff that I'm putting for my
listen, it's-
family is
Exactly.
wrong.
Listen, like we even talked about today at City Lead, that my brother and I, years ago, we had a guy join our real estate team as the executive administrator. Good guy. Like, we've known him for a while. He joined our team and he came on and he went, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to change this and we're doing this and blah, blah, blah. And we're like, awesome. How about go through the process with us once? Right. Not being rigid and saying, hey, we're not open for change. We're open for change. But see what we do first.
Right. See the process.
Right.
Understand what you're dealing with.
Ask me a
before you
question.
Start making all these changes. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, I'm not as nice. What I do is I say to people, because we've had people come in and say, well, I think we should do this. And I go, how about this? We've been doing this for a little bit. I'm not saying we're perfect. There's always room for change. But why don't we try this for 5 or 6 years? And then if it's not working, then we'll talk about it.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, obviously I'm joking, but don't come in here and just try and change. Like,
Don't blow me out of the water.
Right. Ask a question. We're open to change.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because together everyone achieves more. Right. Like you know things. Everybody knows things that we all eat.
And I think that brings up a great point. If an advisor's not asking questions, you don't want to work with that person. Right. The advisor needs to ask not only questions, a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Right. So you can find out, okay, what's the real need, the desire? What are we looking to try to accomplish?
Right.
And if they don't know that, how do they know what product is what?
Exactly. Yeah. All right. So now we're going to go to another fun segment.
Ooh.
Ready for this one? This one's called The Book of Awesome.
Ooh.
It is
So we're
good.
going to
It
do
is
we're going
awesome.
to pass this book to you.
Okay.
We're going to ask you to open to a random page.
Okay.
You see the bold line at the top.
Yep.
We ask you to read it out loud and then tell us if there's something, if it sparks a memory or a story or a good thought or something like that.
Wow.
And by the way, did you just take off your glasses to read?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I really probably need bifocals,
Yeah.
but I'm fighting it.
All right, kid. You'll get there someday.
Getting gas just before the prices go up.
Oh.
So it does actually bring back a memory
All right.
story. I remember, again, during the gas crisis in the 70s, I wasn't driving. I'm not that old.
Yeah.
But I pulled up to the gas station with my mom driving. And, you have the attendant back then comes up and pumps your gas. And she hands him a credit card. And I don't know, maybe I was 7 or 8 years old, right? So it was probably, I guess, mid to late 70s.
Sure.
And my mom says something along the lines of, see, we can use a credit card. And I jokingly, because I understood the concept of a credit card, I said, yeah, because we can't afford to pay cash.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
She laughed. She said, yeah, you're right.
And true, yeah.
Yeah, she's like, yeah,
Right.
good
That
job,
is so
kid.
funny.
Right,
You
right,
understand.
right.
You know what
Yeah.
mommy and daddy are
Yeah.
doing right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, just saying that. Like I remember being a kid.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
You're
was
probably too young.
Yeah, it was before
I'm
my
a
brother was
70s
born.
baby, but
When
I
were
was
you
born
born?
in 79.
Yeah,
Yeah,
79.
right, yeah.
Like I remember
Ben's like, that's a year? 79?
back in the
That's so old.
1900s.
Right.
But before my brother was born, my parents and I, we lived in California. And I remember being in line, right, waiting in line for gas in California.
Yeah.
Just,
And
car
you
shut
could
off.
you could get gas on even day or on,
Yeah.
on, every other day,
Yeah.
right? You couldn't get gas on
Not
certain days
whenever you wanted.
based on your license plate number and
Really?
something like
Oh
that.
yeah.
No kidding.
There was a crazy gas.
Yeah.
I drive electric now, so
Yeah, right. You're good.
Well, I'm good unless I'm not.
Like last week when you forgot to charge your car.
Oh, did that really happen?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Tell us the story.
I forgot to charge my car.
Why? What happened?
then I had to
Why-
drive.
How do you forget to charge your car?
Yeah.
Probably kid.
Yeah.
It's my kid's fault.
Blame the kids.
Damn,
Right. Or
damn
your wife, something like that.
No,
Maybe Lydia. No.
Never. No, she's
All right.
tough. She's small.
Yeah, but mighty.
I'm very scared of her. So no,
Yeah.
honey, it was not you. It was definitely.
You did it on your own.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, makes sense.
All right, so we want to give another shout out. Oh, we actually had mentioned her already to our friend and past guest Fernanda Macedo with State Farm. Oh yeah, look at it. Pick him up, Jake from State Farm.
Grace Community Parishioner.
Yes, Grace Community Parishioner. If your insurance feels like a black box, bring it into the daylight. That's what we're saying to do.
What?
I don't know.
Sorry.
That's interesting. Yeah, I didn't.
So here's the move, right? Ask Fernanda for a neighborhood insurance checkup. Home, auto, liability. She'll simplify coverage, spot gaps, and look for bundle savings. And when life goes sideways, you'll be glad you have a local person who picks up the phone.
Yeah, so all you have to do is go to askfernanda.com and just get clear on what you need and get covered, right? Askfernanda.com.
And life will go sideways.
It will. I've heard that.
Yeah, I think we can just about guarantee that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Right?
That's why you gotta have good people around you.
Right,
Because when it
true.
does, you gotta know who to call.
Exactly.
Right?
Always.
Exactly right.
By the way, it's like my lucky day today. I'm like all our segments, I get to lead.
You're good.
I feel
Wow.
so special. So,
welcome.
Brad, our next segment, we're gonna do is we're gonna ask you to take out your phone,
Okay.
show everyone what the picture is on your lock screen, and tell us what it means to you. If there's a story behind
Where
it.
do I hold that looking there?
Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
Oh,
So that is simply a picture of my wife and children with myself
Oh.
at the LL Bean boot
Oh yeah.
up in
Maine?
Freeport, Maine, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very.
I've never
cool.
been there. Have you?
Not to. Oh no, LL Bean, but I think I went in. It was like a Gunkwit or something.
That's nearby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe I was there and
Yeah, you were probably there.
Mm-hmm.
You must
So
have been.
LL Bean, where we grew up in Sharon, Massachusetts, which is
Next to Foxborough where the Patriots play.
All of we were the poor kids in town. All of my friends had those LL Bean
Oh, yeah.
backpacks.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we couldn't afford them.
Yeah.
We couldn't afford. They were like $50 back
Right.
then. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
my parents are like $50.
Are you kidding me?
Kmart special, kid.
Right, exactly. I got another one for you. Yeah, I got one you could use.
Yeah.
It's really just as effective.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh,
put
yeah.
shit in and it holds it.
Right.
It carries.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. So Brad, do you have any hidden skills, unusual talents that we wouldn't guess? You know,
I know one. We'll see what he says.
Hold on. Well, I have an idea what you're going to say, but beyond choking out people in jiu-jitsu or knocking dingers in softball.
No, I used to be able to do a flip.
Is that what you were going to say,
what I was
Mike?
gonna talk
Of course he was going to say.
Is that what you were gonna
Yeah,
talk
of course he was. Do you know
Used to until when?
this shithead?
Until what happened, Brad? You realized you couldn't anymore?
So my daughter, this was on New Year's Eve. I was a few drinks deep, and I think it was after we were hanging out in the cul-de-sac.
Yes,
for
it
a little
was.
bit, and I went inside, and my daughter said, "Dad, you could do a flip." Somehow it must have been on television or something. Someone was doing a flip, and I said, "Absolutely," because at the time we had the sunken living room, like
right.
was common
Yep.
in our neighborhood. And I said, "Of course I can." So I stood up on the sunken living room on the just little rise and said, "Sure, I'm going to do a flip." And my wife started. Actually, tears were streaming down her
already.
face because she thought I was going to kill myself.
Yeah.
And I said, "Nope, I got this." And my daughter filmed me, and I did instead of a 360, I did a 180, landed flat on my head, scalped myself,
Yeah.
had a little bald spot on my head, and got a stinger down my arm. Couldn't use my right arm for about an hour or two.
Yeah.
And I was trying to walk it off and fake it that I was fine
Yeah.
because Laura was right there. And so I'll never do a flip again.
No.
And that is really not, it was at one point a hidden talent, perhaps, but it's no longer.
Yeah.
I remember the video and the
I'm
Saw
so
the video,
sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Right, yeah.
Are you okay now?
Yeah, I'm fine. Fortunately.
She was so
now,
happy
my
to
neck is
show it.
still a little screwed up, but
Yeah.
Really?
yeah. But I don't know if it's from that or just old age,
Right.
but I'm sure that probably has a little something to do with it.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Damn, Ella.
right, right.
Yeah, it's
It
Ella's
is.
fault.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Love that kid.
She's such a good kid.
She is.
What's one thing that always makes you laugh?
Bill Burr.
Yeah.
I knew
Love
you were
him.
going to say that.
Yeah,
Love him.
yeah.
Love Bill.
And also have become, Laura is a huge Nate Bargatze fan.
Love
Yeah,
him
he's
too.
Familiar with Nate
Funny.
Bargatze?
Yep. Oh, my God.
He is very funny. We actually went out to Vegas to see Nate Bargatze.
Really?
Yeah, about 2 years
Really?
ago, and he was fantastic. But so one of those two things really makes me laugh. My wife makes me laugh. She really makes me laugh a lot. Some of it's not intentional, but I do. We laugh a lot together, which
That's
is wonderful.
awesome.
Yeah.
I can say I think that might be the key. I was talking to somebody. I don't want my brother's head to swell, but I was bragging about him and Lydia and their relationship. And one of the things that I absolutely love about their relationship is how much they laugh together.
Yeah.
They make each other laugh. Like Lydia, she throws her head back and laughs, and same thing back and forth.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's what I aspire
That's huge,
to.
right?
The
That's
key is sometimes I do it with clothes on.
right, exactly.
laughs.
That's how-
important.
that's how you get the
That's
laugh
important.
once in a while.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah,
rather
once
do
in
it
a
with
while.
clothes off, but she really frowns on that.
Yeah.
You know.
Especially with
You
kids
talking about
around.
Lydia? You'd
Yeah, I'm
rather
talking
do
about
it
your
with Lydia? Hold on a second. I got cameras, buddy.
Right? All right. So do you have any travel or bucket list plans with the family this year?
We don't have any this year. Last year we went to Italy, and we did Italy and Croatia and
Amazing, right?
Montenegro, and that was spectacular. Max got a new job now, working on the 130-footer up in West Palm. He
Really?
actually just got back from the Bahamas.
Oh, nice.
So he spent a week in the Bahamas traveling on the boat. He got to drive the boat, which was
Amazing.
thrilling to him. And she treats them, the crew, very well. Like he didn't have a dollar of an expense the entire time they were traveling.
That's cool.
And
We're going to see him on Below Deck?
I know, right?
I don't know. We might. He texted us at one point because they stayed in Atlantis, in the marina at Atlantis. And so obviously they've got some nice restaurants. He texted us at one point, I just had a $150 steak, and it was the second best steak I ever had.
Really?
I was like, you little bastard. I don't know that I've ever had a $150 steak.
Was it the sous vide that you guys make? I knew
Right?
it. That thing. Do you
No,
remember? We got
no.
to try it once.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was. I think
Amazing.
that was that night that I did the backflip. Actually.
Oh, really?
I think.
Yeah, it might have been.
Oh, I think it was.
It might have been.
Yeah, yeah,
Best steak ever.
yeah. It really was.
What's the most expensive steak we had?
Oh, the tomahawk in Las Vegas, Tom Colicchio's.
How much was that?
350. I think it was 350.
It fed, how many people did it feed?
3.
Three.
The crazy story is, so we were in Vegas at a conference for Remax. We were there with our broker, Dave Searle.
Yeah,
who's
past
a
guest.
Past guest, friend, good dude. And back then he used to gamble a lot more, so he had a lot of comps.
Sure.
We were leaving. He's like, guys, like we literally had our suitcases getting ready to go to the airport.
wow.
He's like,
I have this credit.
got
I
this
have to use
credit.
it.
Let's go use it. We went and we got a freaking tomahawk. So it was a three or $350 steak, and it took so long to come out. We had to leave. We ate that thing in like 3 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
As
wow.
we were walking out the
A
door.
$300 steak. We're like,
Was it-
oh my god.
Was it, had you been paying it, was it worth it?
I don't know. I think I ate it too fast. I don't remember.
$300.
That's a lot of money
Yeah.
for a steak.
I don't
right?
think so. I
I
can't
can get
imagine.
a pretty good picanha at Costco for $10 a
right.
pound.
Shit, go to
know,
Brad
like-
and Lara Mitchell's house.
Yeah.
Right, for that sous vide.
Right?
Right. We just went down to the Keys over Labor Day weekend with some friends that have a home down there, and they invited us down for the weekend. And Laura we were doing dinner one night, so we brought steak from Costco in the sous
Love
vide
those.
machine, and they were blown away at how good it was.
Yeah.
It is
I
fantastic.
vaguely remember what it's like.
I was gonna say, okay,
right.
I bet you Troy and George
Touche.
Petroselli and all these
Yeah,
guys
they-
all know
they
what the
definitely
steak
know.
tastes
No,
like.
they don't know what it tastes like either.
It sounds like a party, guys.
Right, it
See what
does.
we-
It does.
Casino night. We'll have a separate room.
Right.
The VIP,
Oh.
the
VIP
champagne room.
Right, I love the champagne room. We got to do that.
Champagne room will have the
Yep,
sous vide.
Absolutely.
I'll pay extra.
Nice. I like it. All right. Good.
You're so
Good.
fun.
Right. Serving sous vide sliders.
Oh, I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm hungry.
I know.
I know. Me too.
Sounds
I'm
good.
getting hungry too.
So if someone shadowed you for a day, what do you think would surprise them most?
Wow.
Told you we were going to make you think. Next,
Yeah,
did
you
we
really
tell them
did.
we were going to make them think?
You
Yeah,
didn't. I
sorry.
don't think
No.
you did.
Yeah,
Ambushed.
You shouldn't do that.
Ambushed.
Smoke. Is there smoke coming out of my headphones?
A little bit.
All right. I would like to think how active and how much I talk during the day.
Right, the energy it takes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, it's exhausting
It
going
is.
home.
It is. I get home, and oftentimes Laura's like following me around the house.
Yeah.
You know what? Give me 15 minutes.
Right.
Let me just
Yeah, just
get
take
changed,
a breath.
unwind,
Yeah.
and then maybe we'll just have a nice relaxing conversation over a meal.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's not go crazy.
Listen, didn't we just talk about that at City Lead today? City Lead today, one of the things that was talked about was the silence, giving the space,
Right.
and that not everybody's where you're at. You know, you've been having this thought for 3 weeks now, and it's your first time to see somebody and say it, and they don't agree with you in the first 9 seconds.
Right.
It's because you've been sitting with it for 3 weeks, and they just heard it.
Right.
You know, so it's that same kind of thing. You come home. Laura's been already having this conversation with you because she's been thinking about it all
Right,
day, and you're there, and it's her first time to see it.
Right.
Right? Like,
Right.
take a breath, everybody. Right?
Exactly. Everybody just relax.
Calm down.
I love it. Listen, it goes both ways, right? It's like, hey, listen, I get it. You're excited. What are you trying to do?
Right.
But also, you're like, I just finished my day. Can I take my shoes
Exactly
off?
right. Right. Right.
I get that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you've been in Florida now 34 years.
Correct.
Wow.
I moved in 91,
91.
July of 1991. So I moved down right in the heat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember, is there a place you remember, like maybe where you spent the first paycheck? Like, is there something down here? So I'll give you an example. The reason that I'm asking this, our parents, Dad still bugs me about this every once in a while. When we first moved to Florida, so my brother was still living up north. I had moved down, shared a moving truck with my parents, and a realtor that I knew was helping them look for a house. And the day that their offer got accepted, I said, awesome, let's go out for it. I don't know if you remember, it used to be, it's where the Hen and the Hog is now on Federal. It used to be Sonny's Gelato,
Yeah, sure.
right? Gelato place
In
right
fact,
on
that
Federal
closed.
Highway.
Didn't that close prior to the Hen and the Hog opening?
Yes.
Right? It had been open
Yeah.
for a long
There's
time.
been
Forever.
a couple other places.
Has there been?
since, I
Was it a
think,
couple
yeah.
other places?
There was like a sushi place there.
Oh, yeah.
think.
Okay.
But I said, awesome, let's celebrate with a little gelato. Like, we've been in the state now for like 3 weeks. Let's, celebrate with some gelato. I drove Mom and Dad there. I think Uncle Jeff and Leah. Like, I brought everybody there. Everybody orders. I go up and then went, oh my God, I left my wallet at home.
Oh,
Classic Dan.
Like, I'm like,
right.
and of course they got to
Alligator
make me feel
arms.
like an asshole. I'm like, oh my God, I invited everybody.
Right,
Let's
right,
go get
right.
it.
Whoops.
Yeah. 24 years later.
So I'll tell a funny story because when I came down here, right, I was on commission, so I didn't celebrate too much for the first number of months.
Right.
There was a place on Federal called Cruzan Liquor Stand.
Okay.
I think
Never
it
heard
was
of
long prior to you
Yeah.
guys moving here. But it was, so I moved in July, and the training class that I got in for Northwestern didn't start until September, let's say. I believe it was August or September.
Okay.
Late August or September. So we had a couple months just to really goof around, which was a ton of fun, and buy furniture for the apartment that we lived in and that sort of thing. And Cruzan Liquor Stand was fairly close to our house, played great music, and it was just a great bar, great atmosphere, right? It wasn't like one of those club atmospheres, that sort of thing.
Right.
And so we used to go there on a regular basis, so Laura and my roommate had a mutual friend. So my roommate called Laura and said, you know, we just moved to town, and she invited us out with some girls.
Oh, cool.
So we're thinking, great. Not that we have dates, but we're
Right.
going out with some girls, right?
Yeah.
How bad can it be? And we went out on a Saturday night to Fort Lara. This was, I believe, it was the first Saturday night that we were in town. Sunday night, I knew I liked Laura, so I invited Laura to join us at Cruzan Liquor Stand.
Oh, cool.
And they had a beer chugging contest. So I entered. I guess it was for women. I entered Laura in the beer chugging contest on a Sunday night. She was working at SunTrust Bank at the
Right.
time, right? So she had to go to work the next day.
Oh,
I entered her in the beer chugging contest, and she won.
Oh my God.
And I said,
And
I
then
think
you met-
that's
and then
my
you
girl.
proposed?
Right?
Yeah.
I think that's my girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
beautiful.
yeah, that's kind of a local spot that has a big memory for
Oh,
me.
I love that.
That's funny.
I'm gonna have to talk to
Yeah.
Laura about her.
Right.
chugging-
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. Das Boot.
Yes.
Spoot, right? Exactly.
All right, let's do one more spotlight.
Okay.
All right, so let's talk about Andrew Duffel and the Research Park at FAU.
Love them.
We love them.
Nice.
No, Andrew?
I know Andrew.
Great guy. So the final
Leadership
spot.
Boca, baby.
Yes.
Yeah. So the final spotlight goes to past guest Andrew Duffel and the Research Park at Florida Atlantic University, celebrating 40 years of innovation, entrepreneurship, and impact. If you haven't watched or listened to our episode with Andrew, please make sure to check it out. He's great. Because what Andrew and his team are doing over there is making South Florida an even better place to live, work, play, give, and thrive. Earlier this year, our friend and 2025 Leadership Boca classmate, Abby Sears,
Abby.
helped put together a special
Abby,
40th
baby.
anniversary award celebration on a yacht on the Boca Raton Intracoastal. And I heard it was almost as amazing as the work they're doing in Research Park.
That is cool, right? I didn't get the chance to go either.
I didn't either.
But
Forget why. We had something
yeah,
else
there was
that
something.
night that we
But
had
everybody
to-
said that it was
It looked awesome.
Yeah.
It looked like
absolutely amazing. And just to wrap up on the Research Park, I mean, new companies keep joining the park's Global Ventures program. From what I understand, they had 3 more companies get involved in August alone, and they've announced multiple new leases, transactions, all sorts of stuff. And it's fueling jobs, it's fueling the economy, it's fueling growth right here in our backyard. If you are a scaling tech founder, this is a serious on-ramp, is the Research Park at FAU. We love it there.
Yes. Healthcare innovators there are tackling skin cancer, brain health, and more right here in Boca Raton. It's so cool. And it's the kind of progress we love to champion. So learn more at researchparkfau.com, and we'll put that in our show
Yeah,
notes.
we'll make sure to do that.
So, Brad,
Yes.
thanks for who you are.
Yeah, man.
Leader, neighbor, the guy who always makes time to show up for family and community.
Yeah, man.
Thank
Really,
you guys
it's,
for having me.
yeah,
It's cool.
Great being here.
Yeah, of
and
course.
Great being neighbors with you guys.
Yeah.
Always fun.
For sure. And so
Even when I have parties?
Even your
Even-
parts.
even.
Absolutely.
So to connect with Brad, hit the show notes for his Northwestern Mutual page and Facebook. If you want to work with our teams for real estate, mortgage, handyman, or pavers, go to lovewhereyouLiveFL.com. And if you mention the Digital Mayors podcast, remember you'll get up to a $750 credit for your appraisal when you work with our mortgage team.
Again, he's so generous with our money.
I am generous
is.
with our
He is.
Someone's got to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So if you loved this, please share, leave a 5-star review, and hit subscribe. It's really more important than you know.
Yeah, it really does help. And if you believe that South Florida just gets better when good people connect, visit lovewhereyouLiveFL.com to find more stories like Brad's and maybe even start your own.
Yes. So we just want to say thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll see you next time. All
See you
right.
next time. Bye
Thank
for
you,
now.
gentlemen.
Thank you, Brad.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye for now. Eric the actor, right? From the Howard Stern Show.
My kid calling to see if I can pick him up.
Squaw!
Squaw!
Don't
Sorry.
ask, Brad. Brad,
Actually
don't
forgot
ask.
for a second.
Don't ask.
I won.
He
mine.
has-